This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. One of the nice things about doing this show is you're always learning. A couple of things we just learned. It has never been said in 13, almost 14 years on this show. Nobody's ever said this. And it's not as if other guests didn't know it. They didn't have enough sense to reveal it. Or maybe the opportunity. Maybe I give them the benefit. I should give them the benefit of the doubt. But Roy shared two things here that are critical. One, and this stems from the story that I reported on yesterday about the FDA has now done an analysis and found over 800 products with pharmaceutical elements in the supplements, which turns those supplements into quasi drugs, I guess. And I was asking Roy about that. He's not shocked. He said in China, it is common to mix herbal compounds with aspirin or some other pharmaceutical to get the effect. And then he mentioned in Germany, the second thing we learned was that in Germany, they will mix and match the herbal compounds with the drugs. They'll give the drug in the morning, give herbal compound in the afternoon, and then a drug at night. They'll do that for a while. Then they'll switch it around to wean the patient off the drug. I never knew that. That's why we do the show. And I find that all intriguing. Roy, welcome back. What that protocol that's used in Germany, would you advocate for that, or do you find that a legitimate protocol?
Yeah, it's a legitimate protocol. And just for clarification, that the drugs are typically mixed in herbal formulas only in Asia. That doesn't
only in Asia, right?
Only in Asia. So most of those products are coming from Asia. So that's out and out illegal to do in the United States. And obviously, people are just breaking the law, and they do become unapproved drugs. They're no longer supplements. As soon as you put a pharmaceutical in something, it's a drug.
It's a drug. Okay.
And FDA has the authority to take that off the market, and they should. But it is a legitimate protocol. But here's the thing: in studies that were done in China, they actually triage people. So if you have certain cardiovascular disease, essential hypertension, depending on where you are in the triage scale, they might start you with just lifestyle modification, exercise, diet, stress reduction, things like that. And then the second tier is to do the lifestyle plus the herbs. The third tier is to do lifestyle plus herbal drugs like diuretics or antihypertensives. And then the top category is that's when you go to medication. And most of the time, in 80% of the cases, you can actually deal with, for example, cardiovascular disease, as Dean Ornish taught us many years ago, simply through lifestyle and herbal remedies. 80%, and as far as the Chinese researchers are concerned, don't need to ever use drugs. They can just start with herbal products and lifestyle. So to me, that's key. So while it is a legitimate protocol to integrate herbs with conventional medications, many times you don't need it.
Wow. 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. Chatting with Roy Upton from Planetary Herbals. And the protocol, to be clear, there were two separate issues here. One, the mixing of drugs with herbal supplements in China. And two, the protocol in Germany, where they give the drug in the morning, an herbal compound in the afternoon, and then the drug at night. They'll do that for one, then switch it around to wean the patient off. That sounds clever to me.
And the goal, Michael, is all about reducing reducing the harm that's typically associated with conventional medication.
Yeah. This is interesting. I find it so intriguing. And I know in Germany, and I don't know what the government agency is called, but I know I've learned over the years in my readings and from guests that the government scrutinizes these herbal products closely. In fact, I've learned that the government will even go out to where they're growing them, and they want everything uniform. They check the soil and all of that. I mean, I understand it's very closely monitored. Is that true?
It's relatively true, and all the herbal products on the German market have to be made by what are called German Pharmacopoeia standards.
Yeah.
So the German Pharmacopoeia outlines what quality material has to go into an herbal product, what dosage it has to be, how it has to be tested. So it is much more stringent than here. The rules are still in place here, but the companies actually have the ability to make their own standards, where in most of the world you have to follow what are called pharmacopoeia standards.
I understand. And so the reality of herbal product safety is the theme of what we want to talk about today with you. And you were mentioning in your notes to me regulations ensuring herbal product safety. What are those regulations, Roy, here in the country?
Well, the first one is the Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act. That's what governs dietary supplements, which includes herbal products. And from the perspective of DSHEA, Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act, herbal supplements are a subcategory in all supplements, nutritional, amino acids, whatever. They're a subcategory of foods. And inherently, by definition, foods must be safe before they're marketed. So you don't have the authority to put toxic herbal or nutritional supplement ingredients on the market. That's inherently against the law. So that's the most overarching regulation that says that before you ever put something out on the market, it must be, quote unquote, food safe.
Okay, so when we come back, we'll explore that, and that sort of dispels the notion and the myth that, there are no regulations over these dietary supplements. That is categorically, unequivocally false. They are regulated, as Roy just described. We come back. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition, coast to coast and globally.
I'm Joy McCarthy, holistic nutritionist, and I expect more from my multivitamin. I've researched many vitamins, and what's truly different about Every Woman's One Daily from New Chapter is that it's fermented with probiotics and whole foods and gentle even on an empty stomach. Every Woman's One Daily helps you feel good every day, giving you immune, energy, and stress support, and nutrients for bone and heart health. You will notice a difference. Every Woman's One Daily recently won the Best Multivitamin Award, and I love that it's non-GMO project verified. Discover the wisdom of nature with New Chapter.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. Roy Upton's the guest today in this portion of the show. He's an herbalist and educator for Planetary Herbals. He pointed out several main points, but right toward the end of that segment, he was talking about, and I'm paraphrasing his notes to me, so I'm giving him attribution, that herbal supplements are regulated by the FDA because the herbal supplements are considered, I guess, in the category of food, right? And so any inherent requirement of herbal supplement regulations, he says, is that all supplements must be safe, he says, in a manner similar to conventional foods. And if not, the FDA has the authority, and they exercise it readily, to remove those products from the market. And further, he informs me in his notes that any serious adverse effect that is created by the consumption of an herbal supplement must be investigated by the FDA and must be notified. Roy, welcome back. Who does that notification?
The company's receiving the adverse effects. So it's not FDA that does the investigation. By law, and that's a totally separate law, if you receive what's called a serious adverse effect related to a supplement, you have to have a process in place as a manufacturer, as a company, to address that adverse effect and to notify FDA that that adverse effect happened. And then when FDA comes and inspects, they have to see that you actually have that system in place, that you have addressed the concerns that a customer has complained about, that you have robust processes to deal with adverse effect reports. So that's by law. If a company receives that, they have to let FDA know about it.
And not only is that within the continental United States and FDA specific, but you tell me in your notes that all developed nations, WHO, the World Health Organization, maintain formal adverse event reporting systems. Is that? And I didn't know that.
Yeah, worldwide. Worldwide, that's standard for conventional drugs as well as herbal drugs.
Okay,
and
all
here's
right.
the thing. Here's the thing. I talked to the director of the WHO Poison Control Center, and in his opinion, based on their experience of looking at the world of adverse effects associated with herbal products, he said that very seldom do we get serious adverse effects associated with products that are made, for example, in developed countries. So most adverse effects of herbal products are because people are starving and have to go eat poison plants.
Oh,
right?
Oh,
That's not a toxic effect associated with an herbal medicine. That's an adverse effect associated with having to eat toxic plants, for example, in times of starvation. And then there are also adverse effects that occur when, like, traditional shamans or healers might give the wrong herb. But very seldom do they find adverse effects associated with supplement-type products, those that are made by modern good manufacturing, GMPs, and things like that. Very rare.
But that's not the case with pharmaceuticals. There's a stunning statistic associated with pharmaceuticals. You want to share that?
Yeah, and that's the context that you have to place the conversation of herb safety in, is that worldwide, you might have a few hundred people a year, worldwide, who die because of an adverse effect associated with an herbal product. Some people might think that's a lot, but you compare that against pharmaceutical medications, which kill literally more than 400,000 people every year just in the United States. And that means more people are dying because of the pharmaceutical medications that they take than die from cigarettes. Figure that out.
I mean, you can't make that up, brother. Well, I don't, I've heard those numbers before, and every time, and I say, well, then why do they continue to do it? Well, they continue to do it because there's a demand for it, I guess, right?
They don't know what else to do, Michael. Like the German physicians, they know that they can reduce the drug use by integrating herbal medicine into their protocols, and so that's how they do it. That's one way that they do it.
We haven't caught on. We haven't caught on.
Doctors.
We haven't caught on to that yet here, have we?
Only integrated medical doctors. So some integrated medical doctors like an Andrew Weil or Deepak Chopra, Dean Ornish, people like that have integrated these concepts into their personal practices, and they teach other physicians about it, but it really hasn't caught on in mainstream. And that's a shame of it, because there's tremendous benefit to be had.
You have integrative medicine and you have functional medicine. They're
basically the same thing.
They're basically the same. There may be some nuanced differences, but they're basically the same. So you cite some general principles in your notes to me. Could you go over those for a moment?
What specifically you're interested in?
That you said that there are more potential positive interactions that can occur with conventional medications than negative. That's one thing you said. And when in doubt,
that's actually something that's never discussed. You only ever see negative interactions discussed, not positive. So the concept of using an herbal medicine in conjunction with the cardiovascular medication that if you take it for a long time may have actually a negative effect on the cardiovascular system, it's better to integrate the herbal product, which then has a positive effect on the cardiovascular system. Or again, the reduction of the use of anti-inflammatory steroidals, drugs, so that they don't break down the bones. Integrate something like turmeric, that's an anti-inflammatory, and integrate something like willow bark that works similarly to aspirin. But doesn't have the same side effects as aspirin.
Another principle
it makes common sense.
It does. Another principle you cite is, and I'm quoting you now, when in doubt, do not combine herbal products and conventional medications without appropriate guidance from a qualified herbal health care practitioner. Close quote.
Yeah, and this is mostly for people that have serious medical conditions like essential hypertension, or if they're on warfarin therapy, for example, blood thinning therapy, then that's the place where most real negative interactions occur. And the same thing, it occurs with drinking grapefruit juice when you're taking blood thinning medication. So it's really important.
Wait. What's that? What is that? Grapefruit juice and blood thinning. What happens there?
Yeah, is that it changes. Grapefruit juice helps to clear things from the system, or inhibits the clearance of substances from the system. So if you have too much blood thinner that remains in the blood, thinning the blood, and you take your second dose, you can actually bleed out because you haven't cleared properly, because grapefruit juice inhibits the clearance of warfarin, for example.
Wow. Okay. Like I keep saying, the agenda here is class is always in session, and we're here to learn. Room for improvement. Come back, we'll have the LTN Health question of the day.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce exclusively on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show. Here's the LTN health question of the day. In my conversation with Roy Upton, herbalist with Planetary Herbals, we were talking about the safety and efficacy of herbal supplements and then pharmaceuticals. And he was talking about how worldwide, every year, there are only a few hundred deaths associated with the consumption of an herbal supplement. Now, some people say, oh, my. I mean, that's outrageous. Well, let's put some context to that. And I'll do that by asking the question. Approximately how many people annually in the United States die from adverse effects associated with conventional medications? All right. 40, 4,000, 40,000, or 400,000. 40, 4,000, 40,000, or 400,000. How many die every year from adverse effects associated with conventional medications? 40, 4,000, 40,000, or 400,000. If you have the right answer, you'll win a $25 supplement gift card. Let's go to Tampa, and here's the number to call.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
Let's go to Tampa, Florida. Dell lives there in Tampa. Dell, welcome to the show. You had a question for Roy.
Yes, I think I heard him say that if some of these will have willow bark in them, and that I guess it might not be on the label, but that it has the same side effects as aspirin, and being allergic to aspirin, I would certainly want to know.
Okay, so no, it's the other way around. you may have a product, an herbal supplement that is willow bark, and in China they may throw some aspirin in there. Is that what you meant, Roy?
Yeah, primarily, but more directly to the gentleman's question is that there are some people that if they were allergic to aspirin, that they may be allergic to willow bark, but not necessarily true because the aspirin is what's called acetylsalicylic acid. Willow bark contains a precursor that's called salicin. So you would have to be allergic to salicin in order to, or something else in willow bark, not just allergic to aspirin.
That's good to
30
know.
years, I've only known one person that's had like a sensitivity reaction to a willow bark product. I've never seen anybody with aspirin sensitivities have except for one time, have a problem with willow bark.
The concept of aspirin was inspired by willow bark, wasn't it, Roy?
No, it was actually inspired by a different herb called spirea.
Oh.
That's where the spur in aspirin comes from. It's from spirea. And spirea contains salicin, and then later on they found that willow bark actually contained higher amounts of salicin. So that became a source for early aspirin.
Wow. That's why you're here, man.
Yeah, that's very enlightening.
It is, isn't it? It's fun. It's fun to learn, isn't it? Isn't that
Yes,
fun?
very much. Thank you.
Oh, it's our pleasure, man. Hey, Dal, do you want to answer the question? You're eligible to do that.
No, I'm not. I don't. I just got the other one, and I'd like to leave it for somebody who's got an opportunity to get another $25.
All right, man. There you go. That's why we love you, brother. Dal's a good guy. The question is, how many people annually in the United States die from adverse effects associated with conventional medications? Is it? I'll narrow the choices. Is it 4,000, 40,000, or 400,000? I'll tell you this, a hint. It's a lot of people, okay? How many die every year from adverse effects from conventional medications? 4,000, 40,000, or 400,000? 877-897-8255. Call, be a winner. You have also mentioned a general principle, Roy, in your notes to me. Herbal product users need to educate themselves about the benefits and potential interactions that can occur with herbal products. Close quote. You want to comment on that?
Very true.
How do they go about, besides listening to Let's Talk Nutrition and you, how can they go about doing that?
Well, just remember that anything associated with natural health care requires full commitment, full engagement. It's not like going to a doctor and a doctor says, take this and you don't have to do anything else. That's fake medicine. Talk about fake news. That's fake medicine. Anybody that tells you to take this pill, and that's whether it's an herbal supplement or a drug, isn't talking to you about health. You have to change your life. You have to learn about what specific nutrients you should be consuming on a regular basis, your dietary things, your lifestyle, stress reduction, exercise, things like that, and to know what herbal supplement is specific for you and for your condition. And that takes self-education. Okay. And the net, internet oftentimes gets a bad rap for, you can put all the bad information that you want, meaning not accurate information. But the web is also filled with good sources of accurate information, whether it's Andy Weil's site that talks about, how to follow an anti-inflammatory diet, if you have inflammation, which most people do, or WebMD has a lot of good information. Things like Yale, Tufts School of Medicine, University of California, Berkeley, they're filled with information about good nutrition and good information on supplements. The Office of Dietary Supplements has good information about different dietary supplements, especially nutritional, but also herbal. So there are many sources where people can go for legitimate information to learn about how to take care of themselves better.
Maybe one day on the show, I'm gonna do a theme on that, and I have a whole list of websites people can go to. Let's go to Utah, Alabama. Alicia, what do you think the answer is? How many people die annually from adverse effects due to conventional medicine? How many do you think?
Is it 40,000?
No, that was an underestimate. I'm sorry you didn't get it this time, but don't let that stop you from calling me again, okay?
All right.
All right, let's go to, that was Alicia. Let's go to Alex. We got a lot of alliteration here. Alex, how many die every year from adverse effects due to conventional medicine?
Well, it's hard to believe, but I think it's 400,000.
I know it's hard to believe. That statistic is verified, right, Roy? That's verified.
Yes, very much so. And actually, even FDA will say that that's a conservative estimate at best. And that's looking at, hospital interactions, as far as use of pharmaceuticals in hospitals.
Got it. All right, we got that. Thank you. We're almost out of time. Alex, thank you so much for listening to the show. We appreciate it. Congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card. Thank you. And Roy, thank you, man. Great show. We learned a lot from you, as always. We appreciate you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael.
All right, take care of yourself. Your health is your wealth. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.